everybody, welcome back to Freestyle Friday. We're going to be doing some eye masks today and answering some viewer questions.
But before we start, if you like what you're seeing, please like, share, and subscribe.
Perfect.
I have dark circles, you see? Someone told me you can treat dark circles, not even treat them, but if you use sunscreen, then eventually they would fade away.
One eternity later.
Chapstick on. Okay, people, new subscribers have asked questions, but on some older videos, so I just kind of took some of those from those videos, and we are going to do our best to answer them. Okay, Kara, here we go, buddy. All right, first question is, you two are close. Do you get that closeness from your family?
No.
You know what's funny is that before we moved to New York, our family was a little bit closer. Then it was like when our grandmother died, it seemed like it got not close anymore. Mm-hmm. I felt like my grandmother was like, that's where you went. You know, like you ever had a grandmother where you go, that's the house you go to all your functions and all this stuff. Yeah. But I can't say we were closer then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, but we get our closeness. I don't know. Kara and I were just each other's best friends so young. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we never stopped being best friends. We never kind of went against each other. We never had that kind of issue. Just kind of like I'm always my ace, you know?
Yeah. I mean, when we were younger, we were very close to our family.
Yeah.
A lot closer. When my grandmother...
When we say younger, what are you thinking? Like, you think what I'm thinking? Because I'm
like
thinking
12.
Yeah, okay.
13, 14.
Yeah.
But before we moved to New York.
Yeah, before he was in New York, I'm saying.
So that was 20s.
Right. And then it just seems...
Then we came home and it was like on that episode of Twilight Zone.
By and large, the people are the same. The names, the streets. It's as if there were another world parallel to mine.
Where he went home, but he was in a parallel universe.
Y'all, this is just question number one.
Like they knew us, like we knew each other, but it was something a little different.
It was a little different.
Remember
yeah.
the episode of Twilight Zone where that he went to the parallel universe?
Yeah.
They knew him because they knew him, but he was just a little different.
It was a little different.
And so that's what I felt like. We came home, everything was a little different.
It was a little, yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know. What's funny is that when our friends in New York, like we had a couple of friends. I know I had a couple of friends in New York said, well, you know, when you go back home, it's going to be different. And remember, I was just like, I forgot her name. I can never remember his name, but I worked with her. And I was like, what do you mean? It's Indiana. Like we were born and raised there. Our family's there, you know. She's like, I'm just telling you. I said, but why? She said, just the way it is. She said, it's going to be different. Like there are people, it's not going to be as connected.
Yeah, my boss told me that.
Really? He told you that too?
Lewis, in what you call it? He said, "You're going back to Indiana," and I said, "Yeah."
From New York.
I said, "Why? It's where I'm from." He's just like, "It won't be the same."
Yeah, I was like, "What are you guys talking about?"
Why are you saying that? I'm living in Indiana my whole life, and he was just like, "It won't be the same."
Now we didn't do a whole lot of visits. Well, first of all, we were not like at the beginning of New York. We weren't really making good money and all that, so we couldn't be traveling back home to visit and stuff like that. And we didn't have like a whole lot of visitors from Indiana come to New York. Well, my aunt came a couple times.
My mom came
a few times. Well, 3 or 4 times. I don't know. Anyways. So yeah, but other than that, no. But our family in general, I feel like I wouldn't say we're close.
It's like people are close, like we're close, but we're all not close. So like my cousins are close with their siblings. I'm close to my sister. That's a good point. You know what I mean?
The offspring are all close to each other. So like my uncle's kids are close with each other. All
like
their
we are.
Yeah, and then exactly. All the cousins. Well, Karen and I are the oldest out of all of the grandchildren. So we are the eldest of all of them.
We started it all.
And so we're very, very close with each other. Now, so yeah, like my aunt's children are very close with their siblings. My uncle's kids are very close with their siblings. So it's kind of like they are close with each other.
And Danielle are close in age. We're like 15 months apart.
Yeah.
And so I'm older.
Yeah.
But we're really, it's not like I'm older. Like, it's not like I'm 5 years older.
We're 15 months apart.
We're only like 15 months apart. So we're kind of like,
so it doesn't
really, really close, like twins.
Right.
Almost, and we moved to New York together. We've kind of lived together for a long time.
For a long time.
We've dealt with boyfriend things together. We've dealt with everything together. Every last thing in life, me and Danielle have done together. So I can imagine my life without Danielle.
Yeah, it'd be so weird.
It would be so weird, but.
Yeah, the closeness though is just something we just care about.
It's fine. It's odd. It's like I am a person that likes like family. So it's like whenever when I meet, like when I have a boyfriend, because I want to meet their family.
Yeah.
I like being a part of people's families. Mm-hmm. Because I like big families.
My friends in New York, like it was my girlfriends, stuff like that, whenever they would have like family functions and I would go to them. I was a makeup artist, so I would do like makeup stuff for people's weddings and stuff. And it would just be like so included. Like it's so fun to be around big families or just families in general that all are always together. Yeah. Like it's just I feel very at home. I don't feel even odd when I'm around big families. I meet my boyfriend's families and stuff like that. It's not odd for me. Like I usually just... Like, we all just kind of love each other. It's like, it all works out. But I think it's because I have a family, like, my heart is family. You know what I mean? But my immediate family, it's, they're not really that
Used to be, though.
close. Used to be close.
Used to be.
But I do feel like when Grandma died, it got a little bit.
And Grandpa.
When grandmother and grandfather died, it could kind of disperse a little bit. And then some people moved away, so... Yeah. Do you have any other siblings?
We have a half sister.
We have a half sister. My father, same father, different mothers. She's also a year older than us, right?
Yeah,
and
so she's 45.
She's 45.
She's 45. I'm 44.
And I'm 43. So, do we know her? This is the question.
Yeah, we know her, but not like that.
We met her a few times. But we're very nice, very, very nice. But we're just not close. Yeah. I mean, we don't really know her.
We weren't really raised with her.
Right.
So when our father, like, my parents didn't see each other when they broke up. Mm-hmm. We didn't know his family. Right. So she knows all his family. But we weren't, it's like when my father left, my mother, it was just only my mother's side of the family that we were raised with. So I only knew my grandfather from my mother's side, my grandmother from my mother's side. Yeah. But everything that came from my father's side, including her, was like non-existent. There was no kids hanging out, going to each other's parties and celebrating birthdays. None of that. So we do know her. We have not had any contact with her in decades. I mean, it's been a really long time. But it's neither here or there because we weren't brought up with each other. Mm-hmm. So we met each other a few times, and she's really nice and all of that. But this is one of the what's the word? Side effects. One of the side effects for not having your children all together. I mean, this is kind of what happens, But nothing against her. She's a really nice woman and a very accomplished person. Do you want to remain in Indiana? No. No. If I could leave tomorrow, I would definitely pack up and be out of here.
Kara and I, so when we were really young, like middle school age, we lived in Texas. My mother got married and we lived in Texas. He was from
Temple, Texas.
Yeah, little town in Texas. And we've, not great circumstances there, right? But we did love Texas. We've always talked about Texas. Right. Like outside of New York, we want to move to New York because we were being makeup artists. We were trying to do something like totally different and crazy.
When I wanted to be single, I wanted to move to New York. Because I want to experience this. That's a good place to go. When you watch the show Sex and the City, I wanted to live like that. I wanted to have like my single life. I wanted to look like that. Right. Where I, try to work and you get to be in this big city
and doing something totally different than you've ever done before.
Because New York is like a whole nother world.
It is.
It's not. It's like so odd. Yeah. It's not that far away, but it feels like it is.
Yeah, like I said,
you can be in New York, but if you go to Manhattan, it still feels like you're in a different world.
Right.
Like New York, like Buffalo, New York is not like Manhattan.
It's not.
So it feels like you're in a whole other state.
Yeah.
But
New York City is
Texas
different.
is always where I wanted to go back to. But the only reason I didn't move to Texas is because that's where I wanted to live to raise a family.
Right.
Like when I wanted to settle down, that's where I wanted to live. I wanted to go back there for that. But for my single life, I wanted to go to New York.
I was really, when we left New York, so, you know, if you guys follow our story, if you guys look at our first video, we'll kind of share everything, how it's kind of, why we're here. Mm-hmm. We will share, I'll put that video link above me, but we put why we are here. So yeah, I always really, really wanted to go back to Texas. Like always wanted to go back to Texas, you know, probably Dallas, you know, right? Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah, I'll probably go to Texas, but you know, my path was leading me to, because I was going to be getting married. So I was going to be moving to South Carolina. And then that all kind of got messed up. And then, you know, I'm here. But yeah, I don't live in Indiana all my life. There's really there's nothing, you know, Indiana, I would never knock where I'm from. Like, I don't like when people down, I would never knock where I'm from. But I will say the morale in Indiana is much different. Well, first of all, I don't want to be here forever anyways, but the morale of Indiana is pretty down right now. And at least from what I see, it's pretty down right now. And I don't know. It's just not the. I feel like what I like about Texas is that you get that country life, which I love, and and if you want to get like that city life, you can get that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a very good even balance of both. There's a lot of stuff there.
It's a big state. It's a really
shopping
big state.
wise,
So
you get
even
everything.
if you don't want to live in Dallas, there's like a lot of different areas to live in, and it's just up to date.
Not to mention weather, like ice, it gets hot.
Weather's better.
It gets hot in Texas, y'all. I mean, when we lived in Texas, it was like, oh my God, it
cost of living is really good
110 degrees there sometimes. But I think as I get older, I don't want to deal with the snow and all. I mean, I'm just over the snow and all that stuff, you know.
Cost of living is good there.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you feel like you'll miss though? Like, you know, because we like fall. Mm-hmm. It
still gets cold there.
It still gets cold there.
It still gets some cold. Like when fall comes around, it still gets chilly there. It just doesn't.
It's not like LA.
Well, in Temple, Texas, it didn't like snow real hard or anything like
right.
that. But some areas it does.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Does,
so
yeah.
I don't
think like a dusting of snow.
Yeah, it's still like jacket weather.
Yeah.
Which is fine with me. I hate coats.
Right.
So.
But Texas is where I always want to live. Someone asked us before if we live in another country where we want to live. And I've always wanted to live in Australia. Like, if I was going to live anywhere in the world, it'd be Australia. Melbourne, Australia is where I would live.
I mean, I like America.
Yeah, I like America, but you're saying I don't want to live outside of America. Right. But I'm saying if it were somewhere else, if I had to move to another country for whatever reason, and I could choose any other country I wanted to move to, it would be Australia. And Kara would probably do like UK or something. Oh, someone asked us how we come up with topics.
Most people send us topics.
A lot of people, you guys send us topics or questions like you guys are doing now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we get a lot of topics emailed to us. And then a lot of stuff we like if you guys send us an email, we don't cover the topic, it's usually because we've already talked about that. Yeah. And sometimes I'll just tell you guys that, you know, this is all of our videos are numbered. So I usually just, you know, say, oh, yes, that's video number, whatever, episode number, whatever. And okay, I didn't know. So yeah, but most of the times, you guys come up with really good topics, and you know, we're never out of topics because there's always something going on. But you know, it's helpful, I think, when you guys help us out with that, because we're like, well, what are we going to talk about this week? Yeah. But, you know, someone else asked us do we discuss the topics before? But briefly. I mean, I guess it's really brief. Not sometimes really at all.
Sometimes I feel like I do better when I just come off the top of my head. I don't like to think about it too much.
Too many notes and all that stuff. Like, it would have to be like when we did our video with all the favorite things, that thing, like we have the, you know, obviously we have the product here, and you know, but we're very just kind of, we wing this whole thing. Right. It's very, what's the word, authentic, like it's just very natural. We don't like to rehearse. Right. Ever seen videos where people do that? I've seen videos where it's like what we do, like top talking type videos, and you could tell that the people on the panel have rehearsed a little bit, and it's like it's not. I don't know. They have their little cue card and notes and stuff, and I guess I understand that if you don't want to forget some stuff. Yeah. But
sometimes things just irritate me. Yeah. Or you know, like you have a conversation that just comes up from being irritated. Yeah. Or being annoyed, or just hearing something that just kind of spark. Like you could be at work and hear something. Yeah. That's true.
Like
topics come from that too.
Especially with random thoughts.
Yeah.
The random thoughts is usually something that's happened literally the day before. Right. Sometimes I'll be at work. We get so much content from working at this hotel. We get a lot of content from that because we get so many different circumstances, situations, interesting characters. It's just a lot, you know. Right. But yeah, most of the time it's just literally it's what's called random thoughts because it just randomly something will happen and I'm like, oh well, that was weird. Halloween is coming up, and that's my favorite time of year. I usually paint my face or do something kind of crazy. I think I want to do it again. I fucking want to be a mermaid. I saw this video. This girl was turning herself into like a mermaid, and it seemed pretty. Sometimes I do elaborate stuff. Sometimes it's a little bit too elaborate. I don't know if I feel like that this year, but I want to be like a mermaid. It was really pretty how she did it too because she had she put like a fishnet, and she and so when you take it, it's like scales, and it makes it look like scales. Like I don't know, you guys, it's something people have been doing for a while now, but I kind of feel like I want to do that and figure out some way to do that. But we're gonna do some kind of Halloween. Like if you guys are interested in any stories we have this story we want to do. We used to live next door to a witch in New York. We were going to tell that story, so.
We used to live next door to a graveyard.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really weird, creepy stories. And since it's Halloween month, we're going to tell some of those stories. And some of them are a little creepy. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of them are a little creepy.
All done.
Done. And maybe we'll do like a 50 facts about us. That's a good idea. That's a lot of facts, though.
Yeah, that's too much.
Maybe 20.
Maybe 10.
A piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
together.
10 pieces. Okay.
5 for me, 5 for you.
No, that's too small. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any topic ideas or questions, you can definitely just email us. I'll put the email right there. And of course, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And that's it. Everybody have a really good weekend. Bye.